sweet. So I was supposed to record this on Thursday because Wednesday I was out, and on Thursday I woke up a really sore throat, and coughed, and as well. So I wasn't sure I was going to do it today, but luckily my throat has started to my throat is still sore. It's not as bad as it was, but I'm still not 100% still. So, so luckily my throat is okay because the last couple of days, Thursday, Friday, I was supposed to go somewhere on Friday, but I was not feeling the greatest as well. So kind of a bit run down at the moment as well. But luckily I've got my voice back to do this because my voice, I feel like I got like a frog stuck in my throat lately as well. So yeah, but I was going to do this Saturday, but I wasn't sure how I was going to feel and stuff. Like, I just didn't know. But luckily, I am okay. I am okay. Just a bit right down. I don't know if it's the weather or something else, but yeah, it's just it's just what it is. So yeah, so anyway, we're going to talk about Coyote versus Acme today. So that's been a little bit of news about this. So we're going to discuss what's going on here, okay? So this will come out Sunday. I'm trying to make it more of a regular thing with uploads and not take it so long. So next week there will be videos on Tuesday and Thursday, so stick around for those as well on YouTube as well as they drop. So yeah, so anyway, we're going to talk about, like I said, Coyote versus Acme. Now, my last video, I talked about a little bit about this in my last video about the Looney movie, so you can also go check that out as well. We talked a little bit about it, how I personally feel about it, but obviously this has come into Witcher as well. So yeah, so Warner Brothers, okay, we'll talk about the day the blew up a little bit later on this video, so stay tuned for that. Warner Brothers, and Ketchup Entertainment have decided to release Coyote vs. Acme, and I'm sure, because I saw like a lot of, what's the word? I've seen a lot of, people pushing for this movie, test screenings, they tested the movie, people thought it was amazing. The people who worked on it commented on Twitter as well, or X now as it is, saying that they worked really hard on this movie, and because this movie was not shelved, but because this movie was writing up its tax off, it wasn't released. But now Warner Bros. Has decided that, oh, we should, release Coyote vs. Acme now. So we'll see how this goes. We'll talk about it a little bit later on if this is like a commercial success. But we'll see how this goes. We'll see, because people have been really pushing for this movie to come out. Obviously, they've heard it's really good, but we'll see. We'll see how this goes as well. So they are in the middle of making a deal. I think it's about 50 million they're offering to Ketchup Entertainment to release this movie as well. And obviously they also did the day the blew up, which we'll discuss later on in this video as well. So like I said, they are releasing Coyote vs. Acme, okay? So they are releasing this movie. This movie doesn't come out until 2026, which is next year. So that's also insane as well. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if people go to this movie. We'll see if, the test screenings were correct about this. So we'll see. You don't really know about test screenings because, they might think, they might test me, but, oh, it's really good, but it might receive very poorly as well. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see. Speaking of the day blew up, the movie, the Looney Tunes movie that just came out, I think it hasn't released yet. I am going to see it at some point when it's finished, because my mum was like, oh, because there's no way I'm watching Snow White. I'm not watching Snow White. I'll wait till I watch that on streaming as well, which all of you guys will be doing as well, if you decide to do that as well. So yeah, so we're going to watch this movie when it comes out as well. I showed my mum it as well. I haven't shown her the trailer. I might just show her the final trailer. Haven't shown her the trailer, but she said she would watch it, so we're going to watch it in theaters when it comes out as well. I don't know when that is. I think it's on March 26th, because I got my days wrong, I think, when I told her. So we will watch it, and I will review the movie as well. I had one review say it's a really good movie, so I'm very excited, because oh no, this is a trailer, such a disappointment. But they released the final trailer, like, oh my god, it's so good. And the review actually said, because I watched a review of the movie as well, because I hadn't seen it yet, so oh my god, I'm so surprised that this is really good, even though the teaser trailer was like bop bop as well. So that's also very interesting as well. So yeah, so let's talk about this movie. Okay, so how much is this movie making at the moment? Because obviously the numbers will change and stuff as it hits more money to the box office as well. I had a very interesting conversation with someone online about how much money does a film make? As well, I was trying to ask my mom to make me understand. I just don't know if they need to point the pointed, basically, but it is what it is. So yeah, so this movie, as of now, it might change because this video might come out a little bit late, so sorry about that. So this movie, as we speak, is at 7.2 million as well. So that's pretty bad for that movie, as well. So it's good. It's good. It's not great, but it's still in the millions. We'll see if it hits 800, or like, I don't know if it'll hit 100 at this point. Maybe if it had like an 8, if it had an 8 on it, they're the sweet spot. So we'll see if this movie makes money. I think it'll do particularly well at streaming as well, because not a lot of people are like talking about this movie, as well, from what I've heard. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see. Before we continue in today's video, so I am a girl of autism, as well. I just wanted to make that very clear before you click on to the next video as well. So that's all I've got to say. Please no hate comments in the comment section below. If you have something to say, keep it to yourself, and let's get back into the actual video, shall we? Compare it to some other Looney Tunes movies, okay? So we're going to start with Space Jam 2 that came out during the pandemic, actually. I think I saw it in streaming, and people did not like that movie as well. So this is worldwide, by the way. These are worldwide numbers, okay? So Space Jam 2 made the second one, made 163.7 million at the box office. That's pretty good considering how people didn't like that movie. It still made a bit of cash at the box office, so I'm very surprised by that. Okay, so let's look at the first Space Jam movie, which came out in the 90s, I believe. I did watch it. I wasn't born in the 90s, but I did see it. Really good movie. A very classic movie as well, a very like Looney Tunes style-esque as well. So Space Jam 1. Oh, get ready. This is interesting. 252 million. Oh my god. In the 90s, in 1990s movies, oh my god, that's freaking insane. That's incredible. For a 90s movie to do so well, it hit 200. So that's pretty good, basically. Like, wow, that's amazing. For a 90s movie to do so well, it is insane. Like, that's crazy. Because back then, if you compare back then to now, I think now is like more, not cheaper, but the budget has gone up. But in the 90s, it was so much easier in that decade as well for movies to do well as well. So that's very interesting as well. So we're going to look at Looney Tunes back in action. So how much did this movie make? So this movie it's a little lower than Space Jam 2. It's 68.5 million as well. So that's pretty good still. It's in the 60s, but it's not. But it didn't do as great as Space Jam 2, which I'm surprised because I know people really hated that movie as well. I didn't mind it. I just didn't like the story. I'm like, where the heck are the Looney Tunes? I want to see the Looney Tunes. I'm really here for the Looney Tunes. So yeah, that's pretty shocking. That's pretty shocking. So the highest movie out of all the Looney Tunes so far is Space Jam, the first Space Jam, reaching to 252 million. So that's also insane as well. So for a 90s movie, that's also really good. So yeah, so I'm guessing this has potential. We'll see how the day the Earth blew up does as a whole. We'll see if it gets to like I don't know if it'll reach 100, maybe like in the 90s or 80s. Like I said, if it hits 80, they're in the sweet spot. Like they're close to 90, so that's also safe. But we'll see how it goes as well. So, speaking of Coyote V.S ACME, what do I think about this? What do I think of them releasing the movie finally? Because I know people have been backing them a lot to release this. I mean, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how we need to see a trailer first to see how the movie goes. We need to see clips of this thing. We need to see clips, trailers. We need to see how this does perform in theaters because this is also there for theatrical release. So we'll see. I do kind of worry because Wile Coyote and Roadrunner are two silent characters, okay? And that reminds me of the Tom and Jerry movie they did Was it 2019 I did that movie? Yeah, they did a live action 2D animation movie with Tom and Jerry. And they're also very silent characters, so I'm not sure if kids are interested in silent characters as well, because there's a different audience these days. And I guess you could say back then, before there was like, I think we forget sometimes that back in the day, before we had like audio and sound, they would do like silent movies back in the day. And that's actually true. Back in the decade, before we had sound and audio for movies now that we have nowadays, they used to do silent movies back in the day. So I'm not sure if this movie's gonna do so well because I don't know. I think kids will get a bit bored, with silent characters as well. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. But I am concerned about that because Tom and Jerry is also another property and characters that don't talk at all. They don't talk at all. So I do kind of worry about that. I'm not sure if kids are going to be interested in that as well. But I guess if it's funny and stuff and comedic, I guess they could pull it off by the same time. Like, who wants to watch silent characters in the movie? Like, no one wants that. But we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes as well. Also, although Wile E. Coyote and Rhino Runner, I've got to say, they're very popular characters and people seem to like them. I put a post up a while ago about the Looney Tunes. I think most of you guys said, I can't remember because it was such a while ago. I know both of you, I think some of you guys really like Wile E. Coyote and Rhino Runner, and the votes were really good. So if you like these characters, I guess there's a chance as well. But like I said, we just have to see how it goes as well because you don't know how these movies are going to perform as well. So we'll see. So we'll see about that. But interesting. My mom actually loves Wile E. Coyote and Rhino Runner as well. So she might be into this. So, because the Road Runner does maybe he does that. And they're also in the newer Looney Tunes cartoons. And I gotta say, they're really entertaining. They're really funny characters. I'm not sure if this will have Road Runner in it or is it just Wile E. Coyote. I mean, you can't have one. I guess you have to have two. So hopefully Road Runner is in this as well as Wile E. Coyote because it would make sense to split them because they're a trio, right? They're a trio like Tom and Jerry. So if you split out Tom and Jerry up, like say if you had a movie with Tom but without Jerry, like what's the point? So I'm hoping Warner Brothers has Road Runner in here because I think a lot of people would be very, very upset if that didn't happen. So we'll see. But like I said, they're really popular characters and people seem to like them a lot, which is very shocking and surprising as well. So yeah, so there is a fan base around Wile E. Coyote and Road Runner, I'm guessing. But we'll see. But obviously, if there's comedic timing in there, funny moments in there, I think it's going to do really well. But we'll see. But I mean, you can't have Wile E. Coyote movie without Road Runner. I just see no way. So hopefully, Road Runner is in this as well. Maybe he's chasing him or something like. Like you've seen that the classic cartoons or like the new Looney Tunes, obviously they painted that, so we'll see. Also, speaking of other properties that have been banished to the unknown, will we finally see Bye Bye Bunny? I would actually love to see that because I know it's weird because it's like, it's so weird. Like, you have Bugs Bunny right there, but you don't want to do anything with them. You just want to do other characters as well. And I think people have been saying that they've really done the Looney Tunes so dirty lately. Like, why do the Looney Tunes so dirty? They're so good characters, like very adult humor. I think they appeal to most of us. Like, I don't know the general audience is like it, maybe because like I said, we'll see how the Day the Earth Blew Up does. But it's not looking great. I mean, it's got the numbers still, which is good. But I don't think people are interested in that kind of format of cartoon. They might be into different stuff. So we'll see. So I actually like to see that. But we'll see. I would like to see it actually because the plot looks very interesting and it's also 2D as well. And it's all about Bugs Bunny and stuff like that. And I'm like, please release it. Please release it. If you're releasing this, you have to release that, Warner Brothers. You hear me? You hear me? Psychic connection as well. So let's see. Also, speaking of, will they finally release Batgirl as well? I'm not sure about that. I mean, Michael Keaton is in that movie. I feel so bad for him. That Warner Brothers did not whatever, because he did appear in the Flash. They're doing lots of crazy decisions over there at the moment. So it's like having a Mad Hatter Tea Party. They don't know what they're doing. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see if this movie does well. We just have to see a trailer of it to see how it will perform in theaters as well. So we'll see. So those are my thoughts on Coyote versus Acme finally get released. What do you think? Do you think they did a really good idea releasing the movie, or do you think they should just keep it in the shadows, locked away in the cabinet somewhere, like all the other movies that they did too? So that's all I got time for, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe to this video, guys.